were you called to be a pastor, or did you go to school for it?
And it wasn't until I matriculated through college that I decided to get a bachelor's degree in theology, or to study theology while I was at Stillman College.
Oh, I see. So God didn't call you. You decided to go to school for it.
No. I believe that I was called by God to do what I do.
Or do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state?
Explain what you mean by that. Explain what you mean by that.
Fallen. You're a pastor. You should know.
Okay.
No, for sure not. Are you a homosexual?
I am a same gender loving man.
So does that mean you're a homosexual?
It means that I'm the same gender loving man.
But just from I'm black and slow.
Okay.
And just for the record, does that mean you're a homosexual?
I could be considered a homosexual.
Are you considered? I don't want to think of you.
I'm a homosexual.
You're a homosexual?
Yes.
And so you're a homosexual pastor?
I am a homosexual pastor, yes.
How long have you been a homosexual pastor?
There's a thought process that God could possibly be a woman, or that God could be this, or that God could be that. That God can be whatever it is that you need him to be.
You believe that he can be a woman?
I believe that God can be whatever it is that you need him to be.
So can it be a homosexual too if you needed him to be one?
Well, honestly, I don't think that God, the Bible says that God is neither male nor female.
Right. So how can it be a woman then if he's not a female? But do you feel inwardly, do you feel like a male or you feel like a female?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
No, but what do you feel like?
I feel like a male.
Inside?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
I realize that, but inside, do you feel like a man or you feel like a woman?
I am a male sitting here in front of you. So that answers your question, right?
I know.
I don't feel like anything because I am a male.
You don't feel like neither male nor woman?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
I realize that, but what made you think you're a homosexual then?
It's the innate nature of who that person is. I innately am who I am.
What does the word innately mean? What does that mean? I'm black and slow. I don't know what that means.
The word innate. The word innate means that I'm not changing. I'm not becoming something else. I am who I am.
Just before we started the show, you said that you introduced your. Is he your husband or your wife? Is that your husband? He gonna be your husband or your wife?
I'm gonna end this interview.
Why?
Yeah, because we're ending this right now.
Why you want to end?
We're ending it.
Well, come back.
Take this off. When you want to have a real conversation, call me.
But I do have a lot of my videos stripped. I'm having them stripped down. And this video right here was called Crisis Acting Exposed. It's undebunkable. And in this video, I showed you how they were reusing crisis actors in different events.
And that's kind of why I didn't go last night. Originally, I had thought that it was going to be more of my own question and my own say, and then it turned out to be more of just a script. And she had actually said that over the phone that I needed to stick to the script.
These kids are being
I'm so sorry, we have to go.
They're given scripts to read by liberals.
What's the truth? We sat down with one woman who claims to be the leading trainer of child crisis actors, Avery Cole.
Now, this is a psychological thing here, right? Psychological thing right here, y'all. When you look at this chessboard, what color is more dominant to you? What color do you see coming to the forefront? What color do you see come up to the forefront? Like it stands out, you know what I'm saying, when you look at this board. This is a psychological thing here, right?
You're hoarding. You're playing each piece like losing it hurts. This ain't checkers. You want my king. You got to come get my king. All these other pieces are just a means to do it.
Because we're so out of our minds with desperation, we don't know any better. All we know is fake fodder and buying. That's how we speak to each other, how we express ourselves is buying. Well, I have a dream. The peak of our dreams is a new hat for our doppel. A hat that doesn't exist. It's not even there. We buy. It's not even there. Show us something real and free and beautiful. You couldn't. Yeah? It break us. We're too numb for it. Choke. There's only so much wonder we can bear. That's why when you find any wonder whatsoever, you dole it out in meager pause, and only then till it's augmented and fruit. 1,000 filters. There's nothing more than a meaningless series of life. While we ride day in, day out, going where?
The idea that you have freedom of choice. You bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets, and they own all the big media news, all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. You know something? They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table to figure out how badly they're getting by a system that threw them overboard 30 years ago. They don't want that. They don't want
Oprah
that.
and Luther need to keep their ass one way because I'm confused.
Yes, I hope nothing's wrong with Oprah. She doesn't look well.
You know what they want? They want obedient workers.
There is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories. Number of incarcerated citizens per capita, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about.
For a few to be immortal, many must die.
How's that supposed to mean?
You really don't know, do you? Everyone can't live forever. Where would we put them? Why do you think there are time zones? Why do you think taxes and prices go up the same day in the ghetto? The cost of living keeps rising to make sure people keep dying.
We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goosed us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost.
They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else, and less for everybody else, and less for everybody else.
Men do not put themselves in the same category, right in the centre of what is primarily a large group of men, although there's Theresa May wearing a blue jacket on the second row, Prime Minister of the UK, of course. Right in the centre is Angela Merkel. She is the host of this G20 summit. It's come down to her to set the agenda. There's Jean-Claude Juncker, President of the European Commission. It gives you an idea when you look at these pictures of quite what a concentration of powerful people this is. You could argue that any of the top world leaders with real sway over what's happening in our world are all within that one photo call that's taking place at the moment.
This image was taken 17,500 feet above Quantico, Virginia, and covers 15 square miles.
This whole image is at a very, very fine resolution. So if we wanted to know what is going on in any spot along this image, say near this building at this intersection, everything that is a moving object is being automatically tracked. The color boxes represent that the computer has recognized the moving objects. You can see individuals crossing the street. You can see individuals walking in parking lots. There's actually enough resolution to be able to see the people waving their arms or walking around, what kind of clothes they wear.
Artificial intelligence only works if you have huge data masses. Artificial intelligence only works if you have big data.